A ship that people once believed could never sink. A dream that pushed thousands of people to cross the ocean in hope of a new life. And one night that changed human history forever. The year was 1912. Humanity was entering a new era of technology, and the greatest symbol of that era was RMS Titanic. This ship wasn't just big, it was the peak of human confidence. It was built by White Star Line. Their goal was to create the most luxurious, safest, and strongest ship in the world. Every part of the ship was built with precision. Massive steel structure, multiple watertight compartments, a design so that even damaged, it could stay afloat. That's why people said, this ship will never sink. April 10th, 1912. From Southampton, the Titanic began its journey. Destination, New York City. This journey wasn't just travel, it was a journey of dreams. The first-class passengers were the richest people in the world. Businessmen, industrialists, influential figures. They stayed in luxurious suites, surrounded by golden decorations. They dined on the finest food. The second-class passengers were middle class. Their lives were comfortable. And the third-class passengers, they were the most real. They were poor, but their eyes were full of dreams. Dreams of starting a new life in America. Inside the ship, there was everything. Swimming pool, library, gym, restaurants. People were enjoying, laughing, dancing. Some were falling in love. Some were building new friendships. Everything seemed perfect. For the first few days, the ocean was calm. The sky was clear. No one could even imagine this was the silence before the storm. April 14th, 1912. Night had fallen. The ship entered the cold waters of the North Atlantic Ocean. Warnings were coming. There were icebergs ahead. But the speed was not reduced because the confidence was this ship could not be stopped.
11:40 p.m. A moment that became history. Suddenly, a massive iceberg appeared ahead. The crew shouted. They tried to turn the ship, but it was too late. Impact. A light collision, but the damage was catastrophic. A long rupture formed beneath the ship. Water began to enter. At first, no one realized, but slowly, everything started to change. The engine room began to flood. Workers tried to stop it, but they failed. The captain realized the ship could not be saved. Lifeboats were prepared, but a major problem: there were not enough lifeboats for all passengers. This mistake became the greatest tragedy. Women and children first. People began boarding. Some got a place, many did not. Many men gave up their spots because they knew their families had to survive. The musicians kept playing until the very end. They did not stop because they knew they had to keep people calm. The ship slowly began to sink. People started running, screaming. Children were crying. Mothers held them tightly. The freezing air shook their bodies. Then, the front of the ship went underwater. The rear lifted into the sky. People realized the end had come. Then, a terrifying sound. The ship broke apart, split into two. People fell into the water, freezing cold water, where life ends within minutes. The ocean filled with screams. Then, silence. After 2 hours and 40 minutes, it was over. Titanic sank. More than 1,500 people lost their lives. Only around 700 survived. Then came the rescue ship, RMS Carpathia. The survivors were rescued, but they were never the same again. That night's fear remained in their eyes. This disaster shook the entire world. Investigations began. The truth came out. Arrogance, negligence, and poor decisions. New laws were introduced.
It became mandatory for every ship to carry enough lifeboats. 24-hour radio operation became mandatory. Extra caution in icy regions was enforced. Many years later, in 1985, Robert Ballard discovered the wreck of Titanic. Deep under the ocean, in darkness, it still lies there, broken, but still alive in history. Even today, Titanic teaches us, no matter how powerful humans become, nature is always greater. Arrogance never lasts forever, and life is fragile. And if you enjoy real, cinematic, mind-blowing stories like this, then subscribe to the channel right now, because more powerful true stories are coming that will completely change your perspective.